Live. Let's see. I hope that this. I need to check my audio before I jump any corners here. Considering last night's stream was fucking terrible. Let me check. Albert, please get down from the TV stand. That would be awesome when I'm trying to game and stream. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna adjust the audio a little bit. Let's see. I have the master volume here. I think I'll turn it down a notch. Albert, I'm gonna get you down, bud. I don't trust you up here when I'm gaming. I'm sorry. It's just the way it's gonna be. Thank you. Okay. Shredder's Revenge. Yeah, the long-standing history on this channel has been like Brad tries to stream TMNT game, but it goes horribly wrong. Like the first time I tried to stream Mutants in Manhattan, I had I guess at my parents' old shitty Wi-Fi, I had like hogged up the Wi-Fi, and my dad got mad at me because he was trying to game as well, and it was lagging his shit. So I just abruptly ended the stream, and then the second time I played it was okay, but the game kind of sucks. I didn't really like that game too much. Before I get started with anything here, I'm going to share the stream so that I can get viewers, because that would be great. I'll share it with the Bare Necessities chat, and then I'll share it probably on my story and then on Twitter. Because I just started streaming. Honestly, if this is a stream that no one really shows up to, then that's fine. I don't really care. But it's more of a chill stream just because I'm by myself. It's been, it's been a while since I've done a solo stream on this channel. I've done some recently, not recent, but past years. I've done a lot on my personal cosplay channel, so we'll see how it goes here. I'm putting this. Because you can add links, right? Yeah, there we go. Link. Let me link that shit. Cool. I'm gonna see if that works. I'm gonna let that post. Now I'm gonna make a post on Twitter. I really like this game a lot. You know, a lot of the TMNT games do, unfortunately. They're like, oh, we gotta, we have to do the arcade format, and I understand it's tried and true, and it's a horse that's being beaten dead. But it is a fun game. This game actually, I think I wasn't so keen on getting it beforehand, but when they did the DLC and add all the skins, peak, honestly peak. Making a just quick tweet, just to get it out there. Let me make sure that the YouTube link from my story is able to be used. I think it'll work. About to be deja vu here. Cool, it's working. Now let me survival, yeah. So the thing with this game is I don't love the story. Like, the story is okay. It's maybe I need to adjust the volume a little bit more because I'm sorry. I popped back up on the stream and definitely it's a little overpowering. I'll keep it at the master volume is going to be at 20. I want my voice to go above it, but yeah, I'm gonna do survival because survival is like kind of the main appeal game mode right now. I like the story decently enough, but it's more just Shredder and Krang are trying to destroy the city or whatever. Like, Um, let's see. I like to join parties. I like to see other people playing this, and then or wait, find players. Yeah, L1. Because it's always a lot more fun when other people join you playing this. Now, obviously, if no one else is going to join me, then I'll just kind of solo raw dog it, which is fine. It's possible to do that. It's just not. It's not ideal, but I'll create a party and see if anyone wants to join it. Just cause. But yeah, I like the DLC a lot because So let's go. Let's give a rundown. I don't know who joined the stream, but thank you. Hi, how's it going? You got your turtles, Leo, Mikey, Raph, Don. April's in the game. You can play as her. You can play as Splinter. You can play as Casey. There's Usagi, which I'm really happy they added. It's really kind of a nice nod to Stan Saki. Karai is a good addition. I haven't played Mondo Gecko or Mona Lisa. They just added these two, and honestly, I don't necessarily love these characters in general. I like Mondo Gecko a lot. I don't really care for Mona Lisa. I keep saying Mona Lisa. But yeah, I mean, I'm a 2003 Mirage comics fan, so I'm not privy to all the 87 stuff. Needs more women. I mean, we got 3. We got April, Karai, and Mona Lisa. But yeah, you're right. I mean, Jenica would be cool to have, but so the skins are cool. This is 87 classic, or whatever. This is the Playmates Toys version of the characters, which is one of my favorite designs for the Turtles. I believe this is the 1990s movie, 2003, which is what I'll be using in a second. 2012, Rise, mid. Oh God, what was this one? This was Archie Comics. This is one of the old retro games. And this is the Mirage skin, but it kind of bothers me because they left the colored masks in there. I wish it was either all gray or all red. But yeah, these are just old game skins here. But 2003 Leo, let's do it. It doesn't look like anyone's joining my party, which is fine, but they can join later into this survival mode. So let's get started. It gives like a little brief story. There's not an actual story to this, but I'll let it play out. I usually skip this because it's annoying. The neutrinos are like one of their dimensional friends. If you hear any background noise, Albert is playing with something right now, so cats. It's just like collect the crystals to stop the shredder. It's some stupid shit, but yeah. Oh, Dimension Mirage. We're going to the comics, Spence. The inaccurate comics, because there's 87 foot-inches here. That's fine. Oh, hey, someone joined. I got a Mikey. Let's go, Mikey. It's been a while since I've played this, so I'm gonna kind of be dog shit. And I also do apologize for the button mashing. Oh, dude, Mikey left. Fuck you, Mikey. Why would you leave me? But yeah, this game is like, I don't know, it's super fun. It's just a chill, beat 'em up arcade classic style. And again, I love that they added the skins. Being able to play the 2003 Turtles honestly has made this a much more enjoyable experience for me than it would have beforehand. Oh yeah, it gives you an option. You can choose a health upgrade, or you can choose to get more crystals to help you level up. I'm going to choose crystals because we're in the early stages. I don't think I need the full health. But yeah, it's obviously it's a good party game to play with your friends, but no problem playing it alone. But sometimes I might get quiet because I'm going to lock in. These later stages in the survival mode actually get pretty challenging without anyone to help you out. Yeah, what I just did there were some super moves, so cool stuff. Okay. Like, I don't know. I like this game. I usually get on a bender of playing this for like a few days in a row, but it gets really repetitive pretty quick. So It's just one of those. It's one of those games that I don't remember what the sushi does, so I'll get the pizza. It's one of those games that gets pretty old pretty quick, but it is fun. It's fun to play every now and then. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll try to play a few rounds. There might be a chance that I'll check the story out for a little bit, but probably not for long. Because this can get pretty repetitive. Oh shit. Why did I just do that? Now I just lost like all my health that I gained. But I'll try to play each of the turtles between rounds. God damn it. See, this is why I don't like the Mirage map, because it's like you can fall in between into the gutter space, which is cool. It's a cool concept for a comic book arcade level. I will say the level design is really impressive in this game. And again, I'm really rusty at this game because I haven't picked it up in months at this point, probably half a year. So I don't remember what all the buttons do. I just know the basic attacks. Damn it. Yeah, I'm losing health way quicker than I should. Let's take a look at the controls, if I can, in a second here. Move list. See, it's all just, it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory stuff, control-wise. Are you really going to count the crystals so slow? Is that... Crystal complete! Yeah, each new level increases the difficulty. I'll point out some cool references in these matches here. There's some background characters in some of these. I couldn't tell you who these characters are, because again, a lot of these characters are from like the 80s show, or they're references to like Archie stuff that I haven't watched, or not watched, read. Because again, I'm a Mirage comics purist and 2003 show enjoyer, so also I hate these robots. They're one of my least favorite like basic opponent types. They're honestly, the fact that they're so fast kind of freaking sucks. It does suck though, because the DLC being paid also does kind of split the player base. There's a good chance I could probably find like a lobby in the story mode, but again, I don't really want to play the story mode today. I kind of just want to have a chill vibe stream. Oh, a boss fight. Ground Chuck, 80s character or 80s toy character. He's gonna go down quick. Easy. How you doing, Spin? Oh yeah, that's Hamato Yoshi in the back right here, staring at these rats. Obviously, it's a reference to the fact that in this canon he is Master Splinter, but I think it's obviously the worst way to have Splinter's origin. I'd prefer when Splinter is a rodent and not Master Yoshi himself, because that kind of undermines a lot of the story in my opinion, but that's just me. I know people are weird and prefer the other version. Just had Subway, dude. What'd you get? I haven't had Subway in a few months. I don't remember what I usually get. I kind of always experiment with what I get at Subway. I'm low in health. I gotta be more careful. But these bomb guys, pizza sub, what did you get on it? Was it like marinara, cheese, meatballs, or? Please give me a health upgrade. Please give me a health upgrade. Please give me a health upgrade. I don't remember what the sushi does. Oh, it gives you bonus points. That's what it does. I don't really care about bonus points. I'm not here to get a high score or anything, so I'm just gonna do, I think this is the infinite power, or the infinite tower move. Yeah. for what good that did me, because they're just gonna keep coming. Marinara, pepperoni on flatbread. Ah, God, why can't I speak today? Flatbread, yes, that's some good shit right there. What? I don't remember what this one does, but we'll try it. Temporary acceleration matching your hit string. Okay. I don't think this is... I mean, it'll help me move quicker, I guess, but it's not going to help me survive. Oh, no. Actually, I lied. These are my least favorite types of enemy types. The, general... Is it Trag? I know a little bit of the lore with some of these characters because some of them showed up in the IDW comics. Yeah, and I just lost a life. I know some of them, and these guys freaking suck to fight because they just rush you like that, and you'll get down and you can't get enough room to get back up before they just start charging you. So I lost a life, which means I'm probably not going to be able to do this on my own as Leo, which sucks because okay, yeah, these robots suck. As you can see, a lot of this is meant for a group of people. By now, if there was more than one person with me, I'd probably be on the 3rd or 4th stage. But it's hard to do. And these robots, again, suck. I can't... They have shields, but it's like you can't get a grip on them because they just turn so quick. Die, perish. What's up, Joe? How's it going? I'm getting my ass kicked right now by these stupid fucking robots that I can't beat on my own. It's so Jover, guys. I'm so cooked. Yeah, I was explaining the game. This is survival mode right now. I'm doing a pretty shit job at it. I can't lie, but I give me a pizza. I don't want this shit. Give me a pizza. What's gonna help me survive more? That'll get me to the next stage, but it'll be harder. So I'll go with this. Maybe because you're Leo, not the Don man. Next match, I'm gonna probably... I think Mikey's the next turtle in the lineup. But I'll be doing all the turts. Mousers. Okay. It's just Mousers, so I should be okay. I say that, and then I get bitten by one. I was explaining to Spence that this game is... The survival mode is really meant for more than one player because some of these enemy types are really difficult to take on by yourself, like these stupid freaking robots, dude. But so I tried to... I'm currently in an open party, and there was a Michelangelo that did join me, but he left, like, instantly. So once I die as Leo, are you going to play Ronan himself? I will be playing Ronan. Okay, I'm just going to move on to the next stage. They're not giving me any health, and that's kind of pissing me off. And so I'm probably going to die pretty soon. I'm on my last health bar as Leo here. But, yeah, I try my best. To be honest, I also haven't played this game in like probably a year at this point, so I'm a little rusty, as you can see. And also, I'm playing as the 2003 Leo, of course, because that's the best. It is a fun game. Oh, yep, see, I just died. It is a fun game. It's just... I was explaining to Spence, too, that I don't want to play the story mode, because the story mode, honestly, is boring. I want to get the roguelike one. I do too. I want to get that too. It's just, it's on the Switch, and I need to get it. I've been kind of not putting it off, but like just forgetting to like get it, or not like getting the time, or I don't know what I'm trying to say. Does it have online? It's on Steam. I think it might. We just have to see the... I'm trying to find people's games here. But yeah, they just added Casey Jones to that game. Like, you can play as Casey, which is kind of cool. I'm creating a party here because I want to see if I can get people. But yeah, I'll run down the characters with you as well, Joe. There's Leo, there's Mikey, there's Raph, there's Don, Perks. You can play as April, Splinter, Casey, Usagi, Karai, Mondo Gecko, and Mona Lisa. It has online? Hell yeah. Yeah, I played Mikey. I'll go over the skins with you as well. 87, Playmates Toys version, which is really cool. The 90s movie, 2003, 2012, Rise, Archie Comics, the wrestling skin or whatever. And then that's an old game skin. Oh, hey, I got a raft. Mirage, yeah, so. Let's see. This should have Ronin, that would be pretty cool. Alright, he chose Leo, let's go. They should have Ronin. So now anyone can join us while we're playing. Like, it's not like you start the match and no one can join. It's just this game's kind of dead on survival mode. Hey Leo, you gonna do something, buddy? I do prefer playing as Leo. So all the turtles, obviously, they have different moves and they have different strengths and speeds. So it gets once you like start learning one, learning the other one still kind of picks them. Oh, okay, Leo fucking left. Thanks, buddy. You bastard. Leo's like, you can handle it. Yeah. Thanks, Leo. This is why. Oh, hey, someone joined back. We got a Raphael, maybe? But yeah, once you learn a turtle and then you stop to play another turtle, it's a little disorienting sometimes, especially not having played in a while, but okay, I think it's the same. It might be the same guy coming back as Leo. I don't know. Or maybe not. He does the Rise skin. Ew. But yeah, I have all my characters in survival mode or max level, except for I don't have Mona Lisa or Mondo Gecko unlocked. I don't know how you unlock them. I think that might be another DLC thing that I gotta pay for. I'm not sure. But I don't really care about those characters, and I'm not really a completionist with this game on that level. I do when Karai and Usagi were added. I did play them because those are characters I actually do care about. Leo left again. Oh my god, seriously. Is there like a party chat version or something? Is that what's turning people off? Because I don't want to like be just speaking into the game. I don't think so. I don't know what these power-ups do. Level 1000 turtles, yeah. I'll do this one. This looks more fun than Stock Pilgrim. But maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, just in classic arcade fashion, there's like a lot of power-ups that once the round is complete, they'll give you a power-up. So it's kind of cool. What does the carrot one do? I'm gonna get the crystals though. The point is you gotta get the crystals to move on to the next dimension. Movement is better. Scott Pilgrim was too janky. Yeah, this game is like praised for like being the best like modern beat 'em up. Because honestly, that's in TMNT. Unfortunately, and to some degree, that's in like TMNT's nature as a video game franchise. Also, I hate the Foot Ninja with the size. They are honestly one of the most annoying enemy types. So they really just wanted to play tribute. Ooh, this is cool. So you can actually play as the villains. This will let me play as Rocksteady, which is cool. And they give you they give you just a few basic move types with him, and you can do a shredder. Or not Shredder, you can do a special move. And yes, you can play as Shredder, but only with, in survival, in the mode I'm playing with the power-up. It'll tell you which one it's going to give you, and this one just gave me Rocksteady, so. And it's good because they have a. If you look at my health bar up at the top of the screen, it gives you like a bonus health bar, and that's how much health you have as the villain. Can you be O3 Shredder? Unfortunately, you cannot. It's the villains are stuck to their base skins. But honestly, I don't know if this is gonna happen. I don't think it will, because I think the developers might be done with this. I would hope that they would be doing a sequel to this game, and I would say if they do, this should include like the villains as actual playable characters with skins. But I don't think they are. I haven't heard anything about a sequel, but it's a no-brainer. This game is really, really popular. Oh yeah, we're in the Mirage comic dimension right now, so which is cool. Obviously, I'm a fan of those comics, so based and real. Based on what? Let's see. I don't remember what this one does. We'll try it. Attack power is doubled, but so is damage. Great. I should not have chosen that. But it's it's the double-edged sword because I can kill. Ah, damn it. Oh, great. They're so gonna kill me just because I got that power up. Yep. I lost a life. See, again, earlier I was saying this game is it's survival mode is easier when you have other people playing with you, because really it gets it does get really hard later on. It's just, and you can revive your teammates when they fall down. So it's like it's a good cooperative like thing, but it's just sometimes it can be difficult playing by yourself. This is how Mickey dies. Yeah, I forgot about that shit. It's just, these are just warm-up matches, let's be so for real, because I am getting my shit rocked with this power-up that's making me lose all my health. Turtle power, yes. I love the turtle. That will forever be good. I'll never forget that. That was, man, DC Universe Online. What a game. Maybe that could be the game we come back to, per chance. I was also talking with Alex when we just did our shoot. And I was saying that, oh yes, health. I was saying that if we don't decide on a game, which obviously it would be ideal if we could get a game that we all or get on a game that we can all play. But I was saying there's nothing wrong with doing just a normal like elevator talk show episode where we just talk to each other and do a podcast, and maybe like have either just like we used to have just a random screen or whatever. Perchance could have some background game, but I don't know. But that's just an idea if we can't come to a conclusion. I would prefer doing a game because that does give us all something to like keep our hands busy and talk about as well. But I wouldn't be opposed to doing that, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, damn it. Have you looked into the Discord thing? I think the Discord, like, you have to have, like, PlayStation won't let you record it, is what the conclusion I came to. Which is unfortunate. I don't understand quite why they are exclusive like that, but it is pretty dumb. Breeding right now. Let's go. Ethan, breeding moment. This is what we've all been waiting for, guys. I'll be breeding with you later when we podcast it up, which I'm excited to do. I know you're probably not going to be here long because I'm sure you're working, Ethan, but I got my notes written for the issue. I did it in my phone app. So I know like you have to do Google Docs, but Google Docs, I didn't want to get my computer out. Google Docs just like does not work on phone as well. So I did it in my notes. So I got it where I need it. But yeah. Let's see, I'll catch up on some comments here. I'm gooning, so we're not the same. Let's go, goon moment. Goon squad. Let's go, moving on to the next dimension. To both gooning and notes. Yeah, I'm a gooner. And I have notes. So what? Gooning and breeding. That's crazy. But yeah, there's little references in these maps. See that flying cow head in the background is a reference to an Archie character, because Archie Comics made a deal with Mirage in the late 80s and 90s to make TMNT comics based off of the cartoon, but that quickly got out of hand. They just started doing their own continuity loosely based on the cartoon, and there's some characters and things they created in those comics that are kind of wacky, like that giant cow head. And I just died. So, but that cow head is like an interdimensional like traveling thing. I only know it from the IDW comics because again I didn't really read the Archie stuff. Spence's different bread. Taking notes on everyone's gooning and breeding results. Yeah, I got 3 kids on the way. Crazy. I keep trying to get a party. Let's see if I can find people. See, that's the thing again. This being a paid mode from the DLC does not help this game in the slightest. Like, there's no one on this, so I usually have to be the one to start the party. Raphael, of course we're doing 03. I'll wait a second to see if anyone joins. So I need to text Kitty back anyway. The one above all, I knew it. Let's see. TMT 07. Oh, we got a Mikey. So let's see. Oh, there's no official 07 skin, but this is the skin for the 90s movie. And honestly, it's the closest thing you're gonna get. Oh, he chose Casey face. We'll do level 3. But yeah, that's the closest thing you'll get. This is the old arcade dimension, which is really cool. So honestly, it actually was not with her weird furry shit. It is true. It was not actually, not unfortunately, or I can't tell which one would be better or worse. But she did not make that up. It was an actual Archie thing. I'm pretty sure. But I wouldn't have been surprised either. And honestly, I haven't really. I need to read the Jason Aaron run. I haven't read it. I'm kind of scared to read it, but I did finish the original IDW run of Sophie stuff, and honestly, it fucking sucked, and it was hard to read. So I'm cautiously. I don't want to say optimistic, but I'm cautious about Jason's run because he's a very hit or miss writer to me, and I know we kind of talked about it before, Ethan, at one point, but it's yeah, we'll see. I need to read it though because I want to get caught up on TMT stuff. I need to lock in, guys. I'm getting my shit rocked. I need to lock in for real. I know nothing about the Archie book sales lost. Yeah, I do not know about that shit either. Googled it when it came out. I was like, how is this real? Why is it in this book? So true. Jason Aaron's a good writer, but I get why you're scared. Yeah, again, he's hit or miss for me. I don't know. Mostly just read his Thor. That was good. Yeah, I remember you were pretty big on his Thor stuff. I'll catch up on comments in a second here, guys. I'm gonna lock in for a second and actually play the game because now that I have a teammate, I don't want to let him down. I've been getting my shit rocked. Play the first 3 of Aaron's run, and I can't dig it. Need to catch up there. Yeah. No, I need to watch it. Or not watch it, read it. Night Watcher. I don't even think I'm gonna read Night Watcher. Um, so that's just me though. I don't really care about. I honestly just really don't care about Jenny that much. Sophie did no ground building for her character, and I didn't read her minis because of it. And I just maybe she's doing good in Night Watcher. Maybe it's where her character needs to be. I don't know, and I personally don't care because they didn't give me enough establishing like build up for her character for me to care. Like she was good. I will say her first couple issues were pretty compelling before issue 100 and up to issue 100, but after the fact, I genuinely think Sophie Campbell did not. It's just it feels so self-insert OC type shit. I mostly read his story. Oh wait, he made. Oh yeah, he did make Gore. That's right. I forgot he did that. I want to read Mutant Nation as continue Casey's story. Yeah, I need to read Mutant Nation because that is Tom Waltz, I believe, right? So, um, which obviously Waltz being the writer for the IDW run to begin with, I love his writing. I would love to check that out, but I haven't. I don't think I have that on my pool. So, but yeah. Let's see. First mini was honestly great for Ginny, but second one's pretty bland. Got it. He did Star Wars. Yeah, I read some of his Star Wars stuff and actually did like that, but it's been a while since I think it's been like a hot minute since I've read anything Jason Aaron. But yeah. Because I see, I haven't read anything from Aaron's run aside from, I read the Alpha, and I don't like what they're doing with Donnie, but, I don't know, I see some of, like, the snippets on Twitter and stuff, and some of it actually looks pretty good. I don't like what they're doing with Mikey. I don't like him being, like, this pop star in Japan or whatever. I think that's kind of weird. I think the Leo stuff, that Leo issue looks pretty good, and I want to see more about what they're doing with the Turtles, when they're all together. So I'm gonna give it a chance, but I don't know when I'll have the time to read it. So maybe there'll be a TMNT Shredder's Revenge stream number 2 where I've read these issues and I'll know more. I'll be more knowledgeable. Guys, I'm not locked in at all. I'm also not great at Wrath. I've never been good at Wrath, to be honest. Again, I said earlier, there's different, each turtle has their own moveset and their own strengths and weaknesses. Wrath's just a little bit more of an up-close fighter, which obviously is pretty true to his character. I like Donnie a lot, though. I do really like playing as Donnie. He requires a bit more get, shit rocked. Let's see. And I need to catch up before April becomes the new Casey. Yeah, I don't think I like that either. See, the funny thing is, I really like the concept of like, um, I really like the concept of the Foot becoming like the police state and being in charge of like the NYPD and stuff or whatever. I like that concept a lot, but I just don't know about some of the creative choices. It's interesting. It's interesting, and I'm not sure in a good way or bad way, but we'll just have to see. I really need to catch up because I get spoilers on Twitter is the thing. I actively go on the TMNT Twitter, and like people are talking about the new issue and stuff. My buddy Knight on there is pretty cool, and he usually is like, this shit sucks. And I'm like, not caught up, so I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? And just run. But it's fun to see, and I need to actually catch up and read it. Have you checked out the new show? I haven't, because I have not watched the movie either. I honestly don't. I still don't know if I want to, is the thing, because they've made some choices of that interpretation that I'm not too fond of. Sorry, taking a sip of my drink. So, just the modern state of Ninja Turtles is not something that I've been privy to, honestly, recently. However, I will say one of the best things that I have loved about recent things in Ninja Turtles is I think the 40th anniversary has really opened the door. Not opened the door, but it's really Viacom has or at least IDW. I don't know. I don't know if I should say Viacom, but IDW has been using like the show artists for like the other shows. So they've been getting Carrie Randolph and Emilio Lopez, who did the concept art for the 2003 show. Ever since they got them to do the story in the 40th anniversary comic special and the cover, they've been using them as cover artists for IDW books, and they've been doing the same thing with I always mispronounce his name, but Sirio, I never can pronounce his name right, but the 2012 artist and showrunner, as well as the I think it's Andy something, the Rise artist. So they've been using the show's artists and stuff to make variant covers, which is really cool. And I'm just happy that they are acknowledging their existence again. Like, especially, ooh, Shredder, let's go. Damn, Shredder is tricky to play because he's a bait and switch character. His super move only works when they're about to hit you, so, damn. But, sorry, I'm gonna catch up on comments in a minute, guys, I swear. Now that I got Shredder, I'm trying to lock in a little bit. Show was rough. I like the movie at the show. Good God, it was so boring, drawn out for no reason. I don't know. Some of the decisions I've heard about it. Carrie and Co deserve all the work. Honestly, the best part. Agreed. But yeah, the Turtles, not Turtles, well, it is Turtles, but the 40th anniversary comic was one of my favorite things to come out of the recent years of TMNT stuff, and mostly because of the stories that pay respect to the 2003 show, getting a follow-up after Turtles Forever came out in, what, 09? So 16 years. It's been literally, well, when the issue came out, 15 years. After 15 years, we get a new story from 2003 Turtles. We get a follow-up to some Mirage stuff, like the Gang War stuff by Tristan Jones and Paul Harmon for the Mirage. Tales of the TMNT run. We get, in the deluxe edition, we get a story with also Mirage. God, I'm forgetting. I feel like a fake fan now. I'm forgetting the creative team on that, but it's Mirage. It's Mirage artists and writers. God, why am I? I haven't been TMNT brained the past couple of months. I've been on my Star Wars kick recently, so my lore has kind of escaped my mind. But we get the Jim Lawson story, which was a little weird, but not. I didn't hate it. It was just his art's evolved in an interesting way. And then we also have just obviously the other shows get respect in that book, and we have Eastman's story was probably I love Kevin Eastman, but that was not Mirage related at all, and I really just didn't vibe with it. The art felt unfinished as well. That's not O3 Shredder. Dooner, yeah. I love Dooner. I'm gonna stalk him. I wish it was O3 Shredder. You know me, my O3 Shredder. Oh, and also, not to keep beating a dead horse here with my O3 love, but the Super 7 figures, I'm super excited about that, obviously. I am bummed, though, that they pushed back the release date for the Turtles. They would have shipped by now, and probably would have had them in hand if they kept with their original schedule. But honestly, I shouldn't be surprised. Super 7 has, from my research into the company when they first announced those figures, they appear to be a really, like, kind of a shit company when it comes to releasing and pre-ordering stuff. Like, this isn't an uncommon thing for the company. Oh shit, Casey's down. Come on. Let's go. But yeah, lost my train of thought. But the Super 7 figures look amazing. I've pre-ordered all of them, despite Super 7 kind of fucking me out of my money, because I tried to do a pay in 4 option with the Shredder, Splinter, Foot Ninja, Shredder and Casey pack, and then they're like, "Nah, you're not gonna do paying for. You're gonna give us $250 up front." So that was a little annoying, but that should be coming out. Honestly, I'm not expecting to get those figures until next year, unfortunately. But I'm very excited to have actual good figures for the 2003 show. I mean, I love the Playmates ones that I grew up with, but a lot of them are definitely not accurate, and that's just a thing Playmates is known for, not doing any good accurate figures. Super 7 literally canceled an entire wave of Power Rangers figures after they're up for pre-order. You see when stuff does come out, they look great. Dude, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. I think they know better. I mean, I know Power Rangers fans are pretty dedicated as well, but I think they know a little bit better than to mess with the TMNT stuff. And I think I've been kind of researching like the behind the scenes on their TMNT waves because it's had controversies. For some reason, Super 7's not able, like, it's a Playmates licensing thing. I can't speak. Or it's a Viacom thing. Like, I think NECA has the exclusive rights to work with the 1987 show. So Super 7, which they wanted to work with the 1987 show, wasn't able to do that. But they had to work with the Playmates figures instead. Funny enough, which is the next closest thing to the 87 stuff. So it's not accurate to what they wanted to do. But then there's some like rights licensing issues that Playmates had with them for that. And so I think they might be just giving up entirely on the 87 stuff, which is kind of pissing some people off. And I think they're going straight to just doing 2003 waves, which I'm perfectly fine with because honestly, there's a market for it and it needs to be filled. We've had enough 87 and old design exposure. We need to bring back like that generation of stuff for my fan base, for the people who grew up with that. They're now old enough to waste their money on all this shit. So I'm a big advocate for that. I do hope that we get. I think I predicted it on Twitter. I want the next wave to be April, Stockman. I'd like a Foot Elite. That'd be kind of cool. I think Hun would be cool too, but I don't know how they would do his proportions in this style yet. So I kind of am a little hesitant on saying Hun. So I said April, Stockman, Hun. I think Karai or Foot Elite would be good as well. Or they could just go the complete opposite way and do, like, I think April has to be in the next wave, though, no matter what. I am willing to bet on April and Stockman at least being on the next wave. But they could go another way, aside from Karai or Hun. And they could straight up do, like, Triceraton stuff or, like, Fugitoid or something. I could see that being the case as well. Or they could do Bishop. There's a lot of things they could do, but I'm willing to bet that it's going to be April. I mean, there's no way it's not going to be April. But yeah, that's my little rant on Super 7. Giving my voice a rest here while I lock in, because I'm at the end of my life here. Jesus. Yeah, this is where it starts getting a little bit more difficult. But do you guys see how much easier it is when there's more than one person? Like, I'm not perfect by any means at this game, but having an extra set of hands playing with you definitely helps the survivability rate. I hope you know, Joe, that none of those emojis came up on my screen. They're just coming up as like the text version of them. Damn. Damn. real. Oh yeah, the dabbing. I forgot about the dabbing. No way. And I think we're about to fight Shredder, if I'm not mistaken. Super Shredder, I should say, not just the Shredder. It's like Super Shredder. I think Super Shredder gets his crystal and turns into Super Duper Shredder. Which, honestly, the concept of Super Shredder is really fucking stupid anyway. I've never rocked with that, but that's just me. Because that's just not the way mutagen works, but that's... Or at least, in my opinion, that's not the way mutagen should work. I guess different versions don't make much sense with the way that mutagen works, but... Let me just emote on his ass. Oh damn, he just decked the shit out of me. Shred cheese, that's what I'm doing. Taunting gives you the ability to get your special move, your super move back, so that's why doing that's kind of important. Like you build your special move up from attacking your enemy, but once you taunt, you're able to get it back, no problem. Damn boy, he's thick. I'm gonna return back to the lobby just because I would like to keep playing with this guy, but I want to change the turtle to Donnie now that we beat the whole thing. It's gonna be a little repetitive. It's the same thing over and over and over again with the survival mode, but again, it's kind of a chill game mode, so it's... I'll skip that stupid shit. Oh, I didn't mean to abandon. I meant to press try again. Let's see. I'll see if other people have a party up that I can join. Nope, this game's dead as hell, of course. Makes sense. Now I have to start a party all over again. Playmates, I think the Playmates, I don't know, the 2003 skin for Donnie is my favorite. But the Playmate skins are really cool to me, based off the old toy. That's one of my favorite looks for the Turtles, honestly. Then there's the quote-unquote Mirage skin that's blatantly just has the wrong color mask, so that's fun. But I like how, when I look at this Donatello, I think he looks like... I don't know how to describe how I want to say him, but the color purple that he has reminds me of, like, grape juice. Like, this Donatello shade of color just screams like grape. Like, I don't know how else to describe it, but I look at this Donatello and I think, like, juice box of grape juice. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Like, that I am looking at him and just the taste of grape juice. Maybe a childhood memory that I had was drinking grape juice with Donnie. I'll do O3. I'll get a few seconds before to see if someone else joins. But if not, then I'll just start another one by myself. I doubt anyone's going to join though. Yeah. Yeah, Get a sip. Donnie, my goat. I'm a Donatello enjoyer. I am actually... Donnie's cool. I mean... I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna see again if someone has a lobby. Nope. Okay, that just double confirms. I like to double confirm when I wait a while. Okay. 5, 4, Three, two, one. Underrated because everyone's least favorite. Funny enough, I think Raph is probably my least favorite. For me, it goes Leo, Mikey, Donnie, Raph. I grew up with Mikey as my favorite. I still love Mikey a lot, but as I got older, probably in my teen years, when I started Turtles Prime, I think is really when I realized that Leo was my favorite, because I feel like having grown up, related to Leo a lot more. Growing up, I related to Mikey the most, I feel, because, haha, he's funny and party guy, and you're just a silly kid, and you want to be like Mikey because he's the cool one or whatever. But growing up, I think having the responsibility. Oh my God, I'm parrying this body, but I can't. It won't let me. The responsibility of Leo and trying to always be the one in control. Not in control. That's some manipulative MS. But always being the responsible one and not. I wouldn't call myself the leader by any means, but I feel like Leo in a lot of adaptations, 03 especially, but the Mirage as well, and I know in IDW to some degree, has a sense of guilt and a sense of just bearing the weight of the world on your shoulders almost. And I feel like I relate a lot to that sometimes, because I feel like when something's going wrong, and not just to myself, but it could be to Katie, or it could be to you guys, or something at work or whatever is going wrong. Like, I'm thinking this is my fault, and I need to be accountable for it. But that type of shit. I don't know. Just the discipline for Leo, a lot of the times is good too. To me, I just think he's the most relatable. We all have our hothead moments like Raph. I can be hothead too, but I don't relate to that as much. Because I'm not usually that type of person anyway. But Donnie, I can't really relate to as much, because he's the whole geek thing. I'm not smart in any regard. But I would say I do enjoy his character a bit more than Raph, and I think a lot of that has to do with having learned that it was Peter Laird's favorite turtle. So I read it, and having learned more about, getting more into TMNT over the past several years and reading the Mirage comics and stuff and the behind-the-scenes stuff, learning how Eastman and Laird's relationship was shaped during the run of the comics, and how it kind of had a downfall to it, made me kind of appreciate the writing between Donnie and Raph more, because you see them, especially in the Laird written issues. I'm thinking issue, was it 14, where they're in the woods and they're fighting against that terrorist group or whatever, at Donnie's buttons, because he's like, well, Donnie, why don't you just, disarm this nuclear bomb they have? And he's like, argue a lot. And I see a lot of Laird and Eastman in the two of them, because Raph is Eastman's favorite, and he wrote him a lot of how he, would see himself into a character, and Laird was a very introspective, quiet-minded person like Donatello is. And it's not, obviously they're friends, they're better friends now, and they're on bad terms, but the stress of the company and certain things back then put some strains on their relationship. It's not multiple relationships, but so that would, I don't know, I felt it was interesting seeing how those characters interacted and how they were written, especially in solo issues written by Laird at the time. And typically, it's funny, I'm such a Laird glazer, I'm not kidding. I know it's not a common thing, but a lot of us older fans that I've realized do love glazing Laird a lot. But I think I just agree with mostly everything that he does. His vision for the Turtles, I agree. Ooh, Teleton's a good one. Sorry. I agree with his version of the Turtles more than I do anything with Eastman. Even though I love Eastman and I've met him, he's a great, sweet guy. I just think Laird's understanding of when he took control of Mirage, he had a vision that he wanted to see fulfilled, and he fulfilled it. He had a certain way the characters need to be characterized. He had certain stories he wanted to tell. His writing is a lot more introspective, and I think TMNT works the best, in my opinion. Obviously, it is an action-filled, action-based franchise, but it works a lot better when it's more of a slice of life that so happens to include ninja action sometimes, or like science fiction shit sometimes. Because TMNT obviously is rooted in a lot of Frank Miller, and it's rooted in a lot of that violent type of comics from the 80s and 70s and stuff. But obviously, the whole conception of the IP is based on like ninja action. But when you get more into the characters as the story progresses, it does become more of a slice of life. Like these are just basically, if you take away the turtle aspect and the ninja aspect, these are just four brothers and their father and their friends who are just trying to live their life. But they just so happen to be four mutant turtles that can't like go to the outside world, and they are ninjutsu warriors. So it's like they're just trying to live their life, but of course the Foot Clan will get in the way, or they'll get transported to space and fight Triceratons because they're brought into it. That's why I like a lot of Tales of the TMNT comics, because they're just like, oh, they're just doing their thing, and then something happens that drags them into a story. That's why I like the Turtles. That's why I like Laird's version, because Volume 4, even though it has a lot of wacky ideas, is literally just a lot of the Turtles are older now, and they're going their separate ways because they're adults. But they're still kind of just in this slice of life thing, and the alien invasion happens, of course, and there's a lot of stuff that changes their worldview and lets them do different things, but it's a whole... I just like the way it works better. On the contrary, Eastman is a lot of... I don't know how to describe... Like, he's a lot more of that kick-butt ninja action type stuff, which is great. He's a great artist, and his layouts are amazing for that. His gritty style really does encapsulate like that type of energy. But I don't hate his writing by any means. I think it can be fun. But he's got that more loose, fun, kick-butt ninja action type writing as well. I'm thinking of the first annual for the IDW series. It's one of my favorite issues of that series, as well as issue 21. And those are, obviously, that doesn't, of course, that leans to me saying that I love Eastman's writing, I love his art, because those are my favorite issues of the IDW run, were his ones that he had done. I think he wrote 21, I think. I don't know if he wrote it. I think Waltz wrote the annual, so I might be a little misguided there, but Eastman wrote issue 21, and it's a lot of that introspective, like, not introspective, that action type stuff, and that loose fun. And I'm thinking of the 30th anniversary issue. He wrote that same type of thing where the brothers are just like on a training run. It's like Eastman's good at writing that stuff where it's like just loose fun with the turtles, or loose action, or tight action, I should say. Eastman doesn't have loose paneling or anything, or stories. But I just prefer Laird's more introspective take on the turtles. It's what I prefer as a franchise. It has layers to it, is what I'm trying to say. And between the two artists, their art styles, I think I've grown to love Laird's style a bit more, because it's a little bit more cleaner. It's more composed in a way. Obviously, I think Eastman and Laird work best when they work together. Their inking and their pencils working together is unrivaled in the TMNT artscape, except for, I'd say, only by Jim Lawson, in my opinion. Or, of course, my bias wants me to say Terry Randolph, but I'm going to say Jim Lawson. But I think I love Laird's style the most, because, I mean, God, I look at that commission that I bought off of someone last year every single day, and I just marvel at it, because it's that good. I will catch up with comics in a second. I know I've been going on my tirades here, because I really just have a lot of passion for this franchise that I don't usually get to just be vocal about. I tend to be vocal about on Twitter, but that's a different type of feeling when you're texting and speaking to a wall that's not there. I will catch up in comics, which is actually just Joe saying that's me with George Lucas, which I did see that comment pop up, and I wanted to talk about that too, because now I'm in my Star Wars kick. You're right, George Lucas, I mean, it's the same way. George Lucas just had a vision for Star Wars that hasn't been, the same since he left. Same thing with Laird. Laird sold the company. And I know it's on both Laird and Lucas. Obviously, they're retired, or they're doing their own thing. And that's good on them. I'm glad they're both living their life that way. But it's, bittersweet, because, the franchises that they led are not the same without them. And some of the creative decisions, while are good, some of them can be good, some of them are not what in your heart are not what the creators of these things would have envisioned. With TMNT, it's a little bit trickier because Eastman, being the co-creator, it does have that same authority and that same like say in what the characters can do because he created them as well. But you can tell one of them had a more streamlined, clear vision for what these characters are and should be, and the other one is more loose and just wants the IP to survive as much as telling a good story, you know? That does nothing for me, a Shredder. Shouldn't have chosen that one. But yeah, bittersweet. Good story. Wait, hold up. I'll catch up on that in a second. But yeah, Lucas, you know, with me talking about like TMNT being slice of life stuff, I think Lucas has a lot of like, of course, this is pretty well known, obviously, but he's got a lot of those politics that were in the prequels and the original trilogy and stuff, and a lot of his stories that are in, like, I know Andor, which I haven't watched, I know Andor covers a lot of that as well, and I know Bad Batch, which is an extension of Clone Wars, which is Lucas's project as well, does include a lot of that as well. I'm not saying they've abandoned like politics in Star Wars, but I feel like especially the sequel trilogy, a lot of it's taken a back seat. I know they talk about the New Republic, which I guess to be fair, I mean we do have Dave Filoni who's doing a lot of that, the New Republic stuff in The Mandalorian and whatever else, which is I guess to some extent, but it's not to the extent of the prequels where we see the corrupt political like you know Republic being driven by Palpatine and the Sith, and everything's just a sham, like the real. Yeah, but the sequel trilogy, like you said, just in that comment, has like literally no, like almost no politics, and it's a damn shame because Star Wars is a political creation. It's a political story. Obviously, you know, like well, much like with the Ninja Turtles, you have the kick butt into action. Star Wars, you have the kick butt like force lightsaber battles and Clone Wars and all that bullshit and just blaster fights like that. All that stuff's all fun and important too. But Star Wars in of itself is a political thing. Let's see. There will be good stories that some directions work and others don't. Yeah, that's with Ninja Turtles. Only canon Star Wars is Tom Miles. What about the 2003 Clone Wars, Ethan? As I say, as you sell your whole collection. Also, off topic, I've been kicking ass as Donatello. I hope you guys know. This is why I think Donnie's my second favorite to play as, because again, he's got that range on him. Although, like I said earlier, I fucking hate these foot ninjas with the size. The fact that they go up in the air and they're hard to pin down. Uncle Donnie. That's why when these guys show up, I really just try to do my special move on them. Sushi's not going to do anything for me. I don't care about the sushi power-up. It really doesn't. It's just for people who are trying to get high scores, and I don't... It's not something I really care about. Damn it. I might lose a life here, guys. Love being a turtle. I also love being a turtle. No, you don't. Okay. I wish they'd give me a pizza to eat. That would be great. Pizza sounds so good. I think that's what I'm going to do for dinner, guys. Let's see. We got Rocksteady and Razor here. Or Toka. Jeez, I always get the two confused. You can tell I'm not a Secret of the Use enjoyer, which I know Ethan and I have talked about before because I like Secret of the Ooze. It's like, okay, let me explain my thought process on Soto here. I'm gonna start busting. I like it for that fun, like Kevin Eastman stuff. Like I just said, is very just like you watch it, you're here for just the Ninja Turtles are here, they're kicking butt and they're having fun, they're doing their thing. But when you have the first '90s movie be a almost beat to beat faithful adaptation of the Mirage comics. And then you get the Secret of the Ooze, and they're not using any of their weapons to fight, which I understand some censorship stuff, it's fine, whatever. But you get a story that's almost comprehensible in the first half, but they lose the sauce towards the back half. I think they were clearly setting up for the secret. Okay, let's ask a rhetorical question here, or maybe not even a rhetorical question, but a question. What is the Secret of the Ooze? Why call the movie that, and start looking into the ooze itself in the movie if you're not going to answer the goddamn question? Which obviously us comic fans and the people who know what happened behind the scenes of the movie know that they were going to do the Utroms. That was the thing, that the Professor Perry was supposed to be an Utrom. They cut that idea because they didn't want kids to be confused with Krang and the Utroms, which I guess is fine. But they set this whole plot up of the turtles learning their origin and their mystery. But if you look at it in the context of the movie itself, it's just, oh, the turtles came from an ooze that was in a lab. Okay, I mean, that doesn't tell us anything. Like, that's obviously, being the comic fan, I know what the Secret of the Ooze actually is, but it's like, it's frustrating in the context of the movie because it's just like, you could have gone somewhere here. You could have still been a little faithful to the comics. Although I will say the ninja rap scene was funny as hell, and I like it. The title was definitely made for they changed the idea for sure, Ethan. I also, again, I said this earlier briefly, but I don't care for what they did with the Shredder, the Super Shredder thing. I mean, like I said, the ooze, in my opinion, in my mind, and what I know with established Turtles lore, is that the ooze works by whatever, at least in the 87 show, we'll go off of this logic, the ooze turns you into whatever animal you touch last, is what the 87 show establishes. The comics, on the other hand, I don't think it's, from what I remember, I don't know if it's explicitly made clear, because all we see that mess with the ooze is Splinter the Turtle's Leatherhead. I think that's it. We don't get a lot of mutagen stuff, thank God, in the comics, because, which means, I guess on a technicality, Super Shredder could be somewhat accurate, because all we know is that from the comics is that the ooze transforms creatures into a superior version of themselves. So I guess I could give Super Shredder a technicality pass on that. Maybe it's somewhat... I'll read your comment in a second, Ethan. But I still just don't think... In my mind, it makes more sense for mutagen to work in the way the 87 show describes, funny enough. But I just don't like what they did to Shredder. I know why they had the Shredder in the movie. I do understand that he's the villain. He's the face of the villains now. Since the 87 show was pretty popular, obviously, at the time, the toys and stuff. But I think Shredder should have just... His ending in the first movie made a lot more sense, and he should have stayed dead. Although, hot take, very hot take, I'm about to spew some hot take here. I don't hate TMNT 3. I don't love it, but I really don't hate it. And I don't hate Secret of the Ooze. I'm giving it a hard time, but I have a lot more nitpicks with Secret of the Ooze than I do TMNT 3. Even though TMNT 3 is definitely a more underproduced kind of shit movie, I have fun with it because it's a classic time travel story with the Turtles. Although I will say my biggest gripe with TMNT 3 is they have the Time Scepter, but they don't use Renette or they don't use Lord Simultaneous. But the Time Scepter is a thing from the comics. Turtles go back in time. It's its own original story. It's not trying to be like the comics, so... Oh, also, where was Casey in Secret of the Ooze? He was in TMNT 3, funny enough, but that whole... I will say, though, that whole side plot in TMNT 3 of Casey and Splinter and the guy from ancient Japan was kind of fucking stupid. I will say that was really stupid. I feel like they could have gotten away with not having Casey or Splinter or really April as much in the movie. They could have just had a turtle story. But TMNT 3, in my opinion, is not... It's kind of a terrible movie, but it's not... I don't hate it. You know, it's one of those, like, you know what you're getting into. You're watching it, it's going to be dog shit, but I can have fun with it. Before I go on to the next stage, let me catch up on you guys' comments. I just got a text that could be interesting. Let's see. Wait, did I get a call? I think I got a phone call. Well, the stream, I'll probably run the stream. Let me check for see how long it's been running for. It's been going for a little over an hour, so I think I'll probably wrap it up in the next like 20 minutes or so because I'm gonna go probably get dinner around 6, and then I gotta prepare for the podcast. I don't want to burn my voice out, but let me see. I like Dark TMNT, but something about Secret of the Ooze, probably nostalgia, is so fun. It itches me just right. It itches you in your crotch just right. But I get that nostalgia, and it is a fun movie. Like I said, it's not. It's just my Mirage purist is making me want to say it be sucky, but oh god, these fucking robot things. Do I still have Peloton on? I don't. Jesus. Not gooning. Gooning. You're gooning? Why are you gooning? Let's see. I also like that it has some nice solid down to earth moments too. True, it does. Sorry, I'm reading comments while fighting. It's not a good idea on my part. God, I am doing these robots, dude. I don't know what it is, but I can never properly fight these robots. Okay, let me read this comment. Conversation is splendid in the beginning. Kino kind of finding himself and interacting with family is great. I agree. I mean, see, there's good stuff in it. I'm not. Oh shit, I don't think I meant to. Oh, okay, this is not a bad perk actually. I don't think I hate. I don't hate Secret of the Ooze. It's not my favorite. It's funny. I know it's a hot take because I know it's a love movie. It's just my Mirage purist brain wants me to go, ugh, not good. I'm so glad that I got on Twitter and started becoming more vocal about turtles. That's what really got me more into posting on Twitter because I was of the pacifist mindset when I first joined Twitter. I was like, I'm not going to cause any problems. Twitter's already a toxic place anyway. Oh, I just died at Donnie. So I was like, I'm not going to say anything. And then I saw all these dumbass takes about the turtles, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be saying some stuff. My mom just texted me. Let me answer this. Sorry, I'm letting my voice rest for a second. I just got some awesome stuff texted to me. Okay, let's see. Donnie died. Well, let's see. I don't know. I might. So I'm thinking because if I get dinner at like 6:30, I'm trying to get pizza. Funny enough, I'm playing Turtles. I'm trying to get pizza. So it takes like 20 minutes for Domino's to make the pizzas. Maybe I place the order around 6, and then or 6:50. We'll call it 6:15. At 6:15, I'm gonna place the order for my pizza, and I'll probably stop streaming around then as well, because I don't know how long whatever match I'm in. Yeah, let's call it that. In the next 30 to 40 minutes, I'll probably stop streaming. We'll call it that, because then I'll get my pizza probably like 6:30 ish. I'll eat it. I'll be all energized for the podcast, and then when we're done with the podcast, Elevator Talk Show, we need to unite and discuss what we're doing tonight. Probably around 10 or 11, or 9, 10 or 11, probably 10, because I'm guessing Ethan did the podcast is probably gonna we'll start around 8, based off of how long your episodes have been in the past. It could range from like an hour to 2 hours, which is cool, and we can talk for a little bit too. So Elevator Talk Show, I'm thinking around 10:30, 10:30 or 11, we figure out what we're gonna do for another stream. Let's give it one more go of survival. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see if I can find a party. Nope, of course. Cat 4 tonight? Hell yeah. Let me know how it is. I haven't seen it, so. I have not seen it at all. I'll let you guys decide. Who should I play? Leo, Mikey, Raph, Donnie, April, Splinter, Casey, Usagi, or Karai? Because I do not have Mondo or Mona. Don't like it? Already watched it? Oh, okay, it's dog shit. See, I've heard it's dog shit. I just haven't watched it myself. Oh shit, I need to make some Galactic Lego posts as well. Karai? Hell yeah. I'll take the one vote. I think this is her 03 skin, yeah. Sounds about right. Harrison Ford carried. That's also what I've heard. Cool. Well, I don't think anyone's going to join my party, unfortunately. So I think I'm just going to play around as Karai. Actually, you know, what I'm going to do... No, I actually don't want to do... Okay, I'm going to go to the highest level difficulty, and I'm going to see how long I last. But I actually was about to say I'm going to try to join a random party doing story mode, because I imagine that people are probably playing that, not survival. I want to read about Karai. She's cool. Definitely recommend... okay, so Karai, getting into her, I definitely recommend I can't speak. Mirage, but she has a lot more content in IDW. God, how do I play Karai? It's been a while. She definitely has more content in IDW, though I will say I prefer her Mirage version. Her IDW version actually is really good too. But if you're going to read Karai, it comes with obviously reading the rest of the Turtles runs, or run, whichever you choose. Because she does get a solo book. I think not a solo book, but the Secret Destiny of the Foot Clan, I think that's the one that just came out. I can't remember. Was about Karai. I would say let's see. I'll do Rocksteady. In Mirage, she comes in the very later half of Volume 1, and she's intrinsically, of course, you know, obviously, if you've seen 03, you know she's tied with Shredder a lot. It's a little bit different in Mirage. She's not, like, related to Shredder. She's actually one of the Foot Clan's, like, Japan, like, leaders or whatever. Japanese leaders. Not Japanese, but, like, from Japan is what I'm trying to say. And... Oh, I got a Mikey join me, or a player just joined. Let's go. But she comes to New York to restore order to the Foot, and so it's much like the O3 storyline. I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but she's an adult, so she's more like in charge. She's more got an idea about what she needs the Foot Clan to be. She doesn't really show up. Like she shows up. She doesn't really show up in Volume 2 at all, actually. I think there's some Tales issues she might be involved in. I haven't finished reading the run, so... But then she shows up a decent bit in Volume 4, but there's not a lot with Karai and Mirage, aside from the last arc, like the last 12 issues of Volume 1, and then pretty much a lot of... I want to say probably about over half of Volume 4 she's in, but... I think she's best characterized in Mirage. Well, I think she's best characterized in O3, I should say. That's my bias is that's my favorite version of Karai and the Turtles and whoever else, so I'm going to be completely biased and say that. But let me read your comments in a second. God, every character has their own moveset, so I forget how to play Karai. Okay, that's what I remember. Karai has a good uppercut move. That's what I was trying to do. I do like her being Shredder's daughter. Yeah, I think it's an interesting concept. It's my Mirage pilled mind says obviously it's not accurate to the source material, but I don't think that's necessarily always always matters. Um, but oh yeah, I'm about to die. Yep, just died. Cool, and Leo's probably about to go down, so we're about to lose a life each. That's cool. Unless he clutches. Clutch it up, Leo. But yeah, I do like that as well. It gives a good relationship between Shredder and Karai. And the IDW comics, which is the next thing I can recommend to you about Karai. She's not Shredder's daughter, but she's Shredder's granddaughter, or close to her granddaughter. It's a little hard to explain the lore of the IDW stuff without giving a lot of major spoilers away. I just realized I had Peloton on this entire time and I didn't do anything with it. But that pose for her, yeah. But she is related to Shredder in that, and she has a lot more appearances. She has a lot more to do in the IDW stuff. But again, it comes with reading. Pilled Mind says, of course, with Mirage, I'd recommend you read it as well because it gives you context of what happened between the Turtles and Shredder, which is important to set up Karai's character. But I think if you read her Mirage stuff, you could get the footnotes on what happened earlier and read. Like, if you really only wanted to read Karai stuff, you probably could just read City at War because it kind of gives you the rundown anyway. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could do it. Though with Mirage, you look at the run, it's 62 issues long. You don't need to read all 62 issues. A lot of the era, or a lot of the stuff that happens in Mirage is guest issues, guest artists and writers. So really, Volume 1 is really only the first, like, not even fully first, like, 16 issues or so, because some of those, like, there's about, like, 2 guest artists and writers issues in there. But, like, the first 16 or so issues are Eastman Laird. It's what you need to know. And then, I think it's, God, I can't remember. I think it's issue 19, 20, and 21 is Return to New York, which is Eastman Laird. And then, obviously, you could read Tales of the TMNT, which is also important, but not really for Volume 1 completely. And then, I think it's like issues 48 through 62 is the only other thing that's actually canon, because the rest of it's considered non-canon. So really, if you want to break Volume 1 down, it's about 25 issues, or almost 30 issues. It's about half the run is the only thing that's really important. But IDW is all important, and I can't stress that enough. IDW, honestly, is kind of a convoluted run in a lot of ways, because you get a lot of exposition that needs payoff, and some of that does come from miniseries, and I personally did not read all the miniseries because I thought that a lot of it was just info dump that I didn't really need, which some of it is necessary and a mistake to not read, but you would be fine without it. But I can't stress enough that the main story for IDW is... I'm trying to get to you, Leo. I'm so sorry. Okay, Leo's gonna have to go down. But there's a lot that goes into IDW comics that you can't, like, you need to read. Like, I can't explain without spoiling it, but it's just like the way the Turtles' origin is set up in this universe is drastically different from anything else. And it greatly impacts their relationship to the Shredder as well. So I don't want to spoil anything by saying that, because they make their origin a little unclear at first, which is interesting, but they go into it later, and it's quite the story, I gotta say. It's not my favorite origin for the Turtles at all, but it's definitely a unique one. That's my little rant. Yeah, I read that. That's my little rant on what you would need to read for Karai, or the Turtles in general. But if you do ever get into IDW stuff, if you do end up reading all of it, which is a pretty hefty task, do yourself a favor and don't read past issue 100. It's not worth it. And if you do read past issue 100, just read what happens on the wiki and just honestly, I guess, start over at Jason Aaron's run. It's not worth it. I'm telling you, it's really not worth it. I'm glad that I stopped reading it for a while there, because if I had to keep reading that same garbage monthly and having such a slow burn drag of a story, I would have just I mean, I would the same outcome would have happened. I would have just stopped when I did, but definitely not gonna read that run. Yeah, or don't worry, not gonna read that run. Yeah, Sophie Campbell's shit is garbage. Her art's actually not always bad. Sometimes it's pretty just terrible, but it's not always bad. It's just her writing fucking is. It's just dog water. It's honestly just fucking dog water. Art looks bad and the story is bad. What I mean by her art's not always bad is that she does some covers that I like. Like her 40th anniversary cover for the Turtles is really good. But I think some of her covers are good. The interiors are definitely not up to par, but whatever. But yeah, IDW is also a good series because it's a modge podge of all the versions of the Turtles. It takes a lot from Mirage, it takes a lot from 03. 2012 was coming out at the time it was being released, so it takes some stuff from that, but not as much. It takes stuff from the 87 show, it takes stuff from the Archie comics. It's like, it's literally just a whole melting pot for TMNT lore, and I think it's really special in that regard. It's got something for all the fans. I'm not too privy on what they do with Hun's character. I like his 03 version the best, but he's still a good character. I just don't like kind of the way him and Casey Jones are tied together in this universe. But let's see, Agent Bishop is in the run as well, and I think honestly those are probably some of my favorite issues. His Agent Bishop's kind of the main antagonist past issue 50. I think 50 up to like issue 80 something is Agent Bishop's time in the book, and it's probably some of my favorite stuff because I love Bishop in the 03 show, so they do his character's done pretty well in the IDW books. I will say, you know me, I'm not big on like Krang or any of the 87 type stuff, but I think Krang's character in the IDW books is some of the best. Like, it's probably my favorite version of Krang because he actually is kind of a badass. His armor is pretty cool. His appeal and is Krang anti-hero or villain? Villain turned anti-hero, although it depends on which version or what you're reading or what you're watching. In 03, she starts as a reluctant ally, kind of anti-hero to the Turtles, because she's obviously with the Foot Clan. She doesn't want to hurt the Turtles, but she works with Shredder. Of course, it's her father figure, so she has to do what he says. Then she turns villain in 03 and becomes Shredder and whatnot, all that good shit. But in Mirage, I would call her more anti-hero. She does do some stuff to antagonize the Turtles at some points, but it's the same beats as 03 of the City at War. She works with the Turtles, or she needs their help to restore order to the Foot. So they work together reluctantly. And in Volume 4, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure she's an ally to them. Let's see. IDW is hard to explain. I would call her more of a villain in IDW, which I don't know. I would definitely call her more of a villain in IDW because her role in the first 50 issues is she's super loyal to Shredder and she doesn't budge on that, is the thing. Oh, I got a Leo back. Cool. But yeah, she doesn't budge on the loyalty to Shredder. Past issue 50, I'd say from 50 to like 90. I can't remember how much Karai was in the book from that point. I think she definitely was in it, but I can't remember what her character was. She definitely is more important, like in the 80s and 90s of the book, and she is a straight up villain in that as well. Although past issue 100, she becomes more of an anti-hero. I'm not too sure about what her involvement is now, but hold on, Leo. But yeah, I would say IDW, she's more of a villain. In 03 and Mirage, she's more of an anti-hero. Come on, Leo. Come on. Oh, really? You're not going to save me? You bastard. That's it for me. Let's just watch this Leo get his ass kicked because he doesn't know what he's doing. Damn. Fuck that, Leo, for real. I just ripped ass. I don't know if my mic picked up on that. Yeah, I'm gonna try to play a little bit of story mode. I'm not gonna get into it. The story is not, doesn't really matter, but I'm sure people are playing story mode. I'm sure of it. No? No one's playing story mode? You're kidding. Wait, maybe what if I start new game instead of... I don't want to reset my arcade. Maybe... Maybe people are playing arcade. Ah, okay, people are playing arcade. This one has pretty much a full lobby, so I'm going to join it. I don't really care much for story mode that much. It's just kind of mid, but you get different villains, you get different locations. We'll play it for the good 15 minutes, the last 15 of the stream. Okay, I'm the very last health bar. It looks like I'll be Leo. I'll be the Mirage of Leo, even though it's not really accurate. This game becomes a very big clusterfuck. I will warn you guys. Like, it's hard to tell half the time what's happening because there's so many. Once it becomes a full lobby, there's so many people. It's hard to tell. Looks like they're on the Rat King boss fight, which is kind of cool. Rat King's an interesting character because he's a Jim Lawson creation for Mirage. He's a Mirage villain, but he doesn't have a lot of creepy dude that shows up and like. I like his Mirage in 03 counterpart a lot more than I like his IDW counterpart. But he's just kind of this creepy dude that controls rats, and he has this really introspective, like, conversation fight with Splinter in the Mirage run. Kind of interesting. But yeah, like I said, it's hard to tell what's going on half the time. So I'm sorry about that. It does become a little bit of a clusterfuck. Try not to get run over by rats. Come on, guys. It's just the Rat King. We got it. Maybe the next time I stream this, I might do a playthrough of the story mode. Like, probably obviously not finish it all, but I might do like a story mode part 1 type thing, and then just go through the story. Do it? Yeah, that's my idea at least. I'd like to do that. Cool, we beat Rat King. Great, good on us. What the hell? Why is Rocksteady? Oh, I forgot. They're stealing parts of Krang's armor. Yeah, story mode is just a bunch of... You gotta stop Shredder and Krang from doing their thing. And it's just villain of the week type shit. You gotta fight different villains who are doing different things. And it's an arcade game, so it's not gotta be super deep. But like I said, as you can see, there's a lot that's going on. It is a little hard to follow sometimes, but that's how the arcade games go, though. It does get a little hard to look at, though, I will say. Come on there, Gecko. What are you doing, buddy? Why are you staying back there? He's literally holding us from progressing, I swear to God. Cowabunga. Okay, Mondo Gecko's gone. Let's go. I like this a lot though because I mean, I know the 2007 game, the Game Boy version, obviously is a beat 'em up as well, and just the whole. I noticed how arcade games are anyway, and how the original TMNT arcade games were, but just seeing the whole like go like and just all the backgrounds and environments just remind me so much of that game because honestly, dare I say, the 2007 Game Boy Advance game, in my opinion, is one of the best TMNT games ever. I think it's mechanically a lot of fun. Story-wise, of course, you're still fighting the Stone Generals and stuff, and it's kind of, you know, I like the 2007 movie story and whatnot, but it makes you wish it was a classic TMNT game fighting Shredder and the Foot Clan and stuff, but it is a very fun game, and it's one of my favorites having grown up. I have a Game Boy Advance emulator on my phone, funny enough, and I am able to play that. And so sometimes at work, I just whip out the 2007 game on my break and just start playing that because it's just nostalgia, and it's one of my favorites. I am pretentious and annoying when it comes to turtles, though. Oh, the punk frogs are in the background there. What the hell? Fuck you, punk frogs. I hate you. Get out of here. Damn, I just got stomped on. That was crazy, guys. Oh, we got another player. What if they choose Donatello? Then we'll have a whole squad. If they don't, I'll be really disappointed. Oh, we got a full lobby here. Let's see who they pick. What do you mean, what? Kawa Bummer. Oh, they chose Usagi. Let's go. I couldn't tell you who the fuck this character is. I'm gonna be so real with you. I really couldn't tell you. I don't care for any of the 87 stuff. I'm guessing she has like reality, like VR control type, like Android bullshit. Shredder's trans, yes. That is true. Shredder is trans. Confirmed. What's happening, guys? Why is everything stopped? What's happening? What is happening? Okay, I don't know what just happened there. Razar, that's Razar. Oh, I'm low on health, guys. Damn. Love me some what? Let me check. Love me some ninjas. I do as well. Damn. Save my life. Save me. Let's go. We got a Mikey back wearing the unbased skin. Okay. Fuck her up, guys. Absolutely demolish her. My ass is grass though. Keepers, creepers, guys. Yay, we did it. We did it. Let's go. I got the most enemies defeated. I'm just so good at this game, guys. I can't even lie. That's just me. I'm just goated like that. Oh no, they're taking Krang's body. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, okay, this is a Bebop Rocksteady boss fight. I think this is probably going to be the last level I play until I order my pizza. Because I think it's a good level. I remember playing this once, the rooftop one, so... But yeah, what do you guys think of the game? I mean, it's definitely a more relaxed, chill game that can have a lot of convoluted... Like, when there's a full lobby, there's so much going on, it's hard to tell, but... I definitely wouldn't be opposed to at some point doing more streams of this. So yeah, if that's something you guys are interested in, we can totally do that. Or I can totally do that. I definitely have a lot of fun rambling about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles whenever I get a chance, so... Foot cruisers, crazy. Holy shit, I just threw Michelangelo. Oh, falls off roof. I'll read the comments in a second. More difficult than survival, because in survival you get like a chance to kind of like stop at the end of the round and just like look at... Dude, one of my cats is over there snoring right now. That is crazy. I don't know which one it is. What just happened? Maybe I'll also be able to do a stream of, when I first tried the Cowabunga collection, I might stream that as well. Because it's, you know, it's basically just a whole, it's a game filled with all the older arcade games. And there's something called TMNT Tournament Fighter, which is a lot like old school Mortal Kombat. It's a TMNT fighting game, I'm pretty sure, which I'd be interested in checking that out. But I'd definitely be interested in streaming that too at some point whenever I try that. Because Shredder's Revenge is fun, but it can get a little repetitive. And until they re-release the 03 games, it's old school TMNT or nothing. Which, well, as much as I love some of the arcade stuff, it would be fun to do 03 streams. That would be ideal, but you know, it's not possible unless I'm using a PC or like a Elgato for PS2 or something. That's just something I don't want to mess with. I don't have the time or energy to do something like that. So it's ease of access PS5 or nothing for me right now. unless I get a new computer or something, which I don't know. That's not in my future at the moment. But I would ideally, in a perfect world, I'd love to stream the O3 games or even the O7 games. Uh, but again, it's not in the cards, unfortunately. It is very difficult to see what's happening a lot of the time, though, I will say, with this game. It kind of just, it does, when there's a full lobby, it really just becomes a whole clusterfuck of just spam the hit button and then hope you don't get hit. This level reminds me a lot of the '07 Game Boy Advance game, because there's that level on the construction site like this, where you're fighting the Foot Clan. Alrighty, Bebop and Rock and Cocksteady. Bebop and Cocksteady. Okay, they're completely glitching out right now. What is happening? This game is not cooperating at the moment. What is happening, guys? I don't understand. Die, die, die. I'm just trying to beat these guys so I can order my pizzas and be on my way. As a true Ninja Turtle would. Live by the code of the martial arts, guys. Splinter, I got you. Don't worry, I got you. I literally just, I ran into Bebop just to get fucking sucker punched. That was crazy. True turtle here. True turtle expert here. I'm just an expert because I am a turtle. We did it, guys. Casey can die for all I care, I don't really. It's not my problem, because I'm about to leave this match. This match, I say as if it's like a competitive shooter game. Okay, while this is loading, I'll read some comments here. We saved Bikini Bottom, yeah. I don't normally like arcade games, but this one actually looks fun. It is really fun. It's super fun to... I will skip... This is probably one of the skyboard... I hate these ones, so I'm just gonna... We're gonna get on out of here. But yeah, fun game. Definitely recommend it. But thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I don't know. I do... My thoughts are between doing this again, or I might even do a Battlefront Classic collection stream, because I'm trying to get platinum all the trophies there. That was my goal a year ago, at least. I never did it, so maybe I could do a whole like just instant action, because I don't know about multiplayer. I hear that's pretty janky. I might do one of those, but it very well could be me coming back to this game again, because I do get back to the menu. Jesus, I do like playing this game a lot. But I'll think about it. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, and you guys should catch the next Elevator Talk show stream, whatever that's going to be, tonight around 10:30 or 11 p.m. Classic Collection still got audio issues. Great. What a great. Maybe we'll experience the mess together. We'll see what I end up doing tomorrow. But seriously, guys, again, thanks for coming around, and I will see you guys on whatever ends up being the next one. Okay, I will see you guys later. Bye.